Hi, Orange Girl here with another scrapbooking process video for you. I am participating in the 52 Friday favorites that's going over in the Paper Issues Facebook group, and I'll explain more about that here in just a second. What I've done is I've taken the 6x8 paper pad by Dear Lizzy, She's Magic, and I have used a free cut file that's in the store called Roll a Memory Cards. There are actually 3 different cut files. I used the Roll a Memory Cards, the very first one. And right now I'm going through and I'm trying to decide which one of the cards that I'm going to use as my title and what kind of little pieces of ephemera and little things that I can find that I like. So this is a weekly challenge where you do your favorite photo of the week and you scrap it. And you can use anything like a mini book. You can use 12 by 12, 12 by 12 layouts, 8 by 8.5 by 11. You can whatever you want. I'm choosing to use a Rolodex or MemoryDex Spinner by Heidi Swapp. Those are also available in this store. So what you've seen me do is I'm going through this Dear Lizzy She's Magic collection that I have that I purchased at Paper Issues, and I am looking for things that I want to put on my title card. I found a ticket. I'm cutting this ticket out, but I don't end up using it. I don't end up using the other ticket either, but I found a big ticket and it says something on it like weekly something. And so I thought that would be great for my title card. But it was too big. So then I went into the 6x8 paper pad and I found the same little ticket and I cut that out, but then I don't end up using it as, and I also end up changing this a little bit. But I've kind of decided to go at this point with this pink and orange card that I cut out, like I said, using the Roll a Memory card cut file. And I'm using these alphas, which I think are Pink Fresh Studio. I've had them in my stash. And I'm going to put 52 faves on this little card. And I keep moving things back and forth because I can't decide. I'm not used to working in such a small, small I'm not a card maker really or anything like that, and so there's just not a lot of real estate here, and I'm not used to working on something that's so small. And so I'm trying to decide if I want to do 52 favorites or 52 faves or what. But I really like the using the camera, since it is about your 52 favorite photos or moments, one per week throughout the year. So I kind of want to use that the camera, but I also wanted to use I kind of have covered up that little rainbow, and I kind of don't want to cover that up. So that's why I keep moving things around, because I'm having a hard time making a decision about that. So I'm using these alphas and some of the puffy stickers to put 2020 on the little tab that's going to be on this first card. So this will be the first card in my MemoryDex and kind of like the title of a book. And so I just wanted to make it colorful and have some idea of what you're going to see, kind of like a title page in a book. Give like the author's promise of what this is going to be all about. And so that's what we say authors do when they create a title or a heading on things. And so that's kind of what I was going for with this, was I wanted to create something that kind of gave a promise as to what you're going to see inside. So that's why I kind of wanted to use the camera, and I wanted it to be really colorful because usually I like working with color. So what I did is because this is pattern paper, I cut the same file out with cardstock, white cardstock, and I attached those 2 cards together. I just wanted to give it a little bit more meat, make it a little thicker. And then off camera there, I stitched all the way around the outside with a little bit of messy stitching. So what I'm doing now is, because now that right before I did all that stitching and stuff, I'd kind of settled on putting some tags behind the 52 faves tag that's there. And so once I kind of had my basic design, then I pulled everything off the top, just like I do with a normal 12 by 12 most of the time. And now I'm attaching things. So I'm gluing things down. And in this case, those tags I decided would probably stick a little bit better if I also stitched them. You don't see the stitching, so it wasn't to see it. It was just mostly to be able to make sure that they're stuck down. So let's see what else. I do end up gluing down, and I do this off camera when I'm completely finished. I do end up re-gluing down all of the alphas so that they don't fall off. Especially since this is, if you're not familiar with MemoryDex system, it's on a spinner, and I think you'll see that at the end. You will see this at the end of the video, but it's on a spinner, so they do get moved, they get touched, they get handled, and so you're going to, you want to make sure everything's pretty secure because they're not protected by page protectors or anything like that. So I grabbed some orange thread and I put that behind my camera, and then I'm kind of looking to see if there was, I knew that there were puffy stickers that had the rainbow, and since I had to cover up the rainbow with the camera, I wanted to go ahead and add a rainbow in there so that it would be still included, because like I said, my goal was I wanted to make it colorful. So now I'm going to stitch right along the bottom of that card and the camera to make sure that it stays on. But before I do that, I grabbed some embroidery floss here, and I kept all 6 pieces of floss together, and I kind of did a double knot here. I struggled with it just a little bit, and this is the same color of orange that I put, or about the same color that I used as thread behind that camera. So now I'm just going to zip along the bottom, and I'm almost finished. Like I said, I do end up gluing a little bit of the letters down and stuff, and I do that off camera. So now it is pretty much finished. I think I'm done. So everything that you see here, I got in the paper issue store, and I think almost everything except for maybe the alphas. There's the Rolodex or the MemoryDex system. So yeah, so I think almost everything is available in the shop. If you use the code OrangeGirl, you can save 20% off your entire order. So here are some close-ups coming up. So I've linked below all of the information of the things that I used, as well as link to the free files and such. So thanks a lot, and I'll have another one coming up real soon for you to see of my first week. So thanks a lot. See you later.